A very good morning, everyone. I am CS Kajal from Nyandeep Academy, and today we will be discussing the Hindu analysis dated 11th of January 2025. Without wasting any much time, let's go ahead. Okay, so these are the four topics that we will be discussing today. Very important from exam point of view. Today's newspaper read is important from exam point of view, and it was a good reader's read as well. But yes, from a student's perspective, it had many such news that can be useful, and especially these four. So the first is Republic Day, honor crafts from South. Second, we'll be talking about the Aero India. Next, we will be talking about the National Youth Festival. And last, we will be talking about climate change and agriculture. Okay. So the first one, as Republic Day is around the corner, 26th of January. So generally, the president sends out invitations to everyone. And this time also the same thing has happened, but the invitations have gone out in another format. This is very important from exam point of view, pre as well as mains, art and culture perspective, very important. Okay, so generally a white card is there which has the emblem. You know the lion ka emblem that is there, which we have. The Ashoka, lion capital of Ashoka, we also call it as national emblem. Four lions. So generally the invitation is on a white stiff card with that emblem. Okay, that is the usual invitation card that is sent. Now, right now, this year things have changed. It's 75 years. This Republic Day, we will complete 75 years. So things are going to be different. Generally, Independence Day and Republic Day, it's held at Rashtrapati Bhavan. Okay, the reception, the guests and everything arrive there. Now, if we talk about what is different this time, we have created a box, okay, of craft work from 5 southern states. Now, these are the south states, and we have taken inspiration from these 5. So, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Telangana, and Andhra Pradesh. These are the states that we have inspired crafts work and art from, and we have created an invitation card using this. Okay, now if we talk about this special box, it has a symbolic meaning. Now, what is the art and craft that we have taken from these 5 states? We'll see in the next slide. This was the idea of Draupadi Murmu herself. She executed it. She decided to all of this, and she took help of NID, that is National Institution of Design. It has its branches in Bangalore and Ahmedabad. Okay. Now, what is this invitation box, and why are we giving this why are we doing this differently? Now, this marks our old culture. We need to bring this up. We need to show how Indian culture is, till what extent can our Indian culture go. Like, it is dated back to 5,000-year-old. Okay, that is the culture we are using right now to decorate our invitations. So we also have a message of sustainability. Now, what is sustainability? Sustainability is something that one particular thing can be used for n number of years. So we are also following that, and we are following the color schemes. The products that are there in the invitation box, they are all made up of the art and craft taken from the 5 states that I mentioned in the previous slide. They also have GIs, that is geographical indication tags. Now, what are GIs? I'll explain. So, geographical indication tag relates to a particular product, and just the way a copyright or a patent is, okay? So, geographical indication shows that this product ka speciality is here. For example, if I talk about Maharashtra, so Nagpur ka oranges are very famous, okay? So oranges will have a GI of Nagpur. Like, it shows that, okay, oranges are from Nagpur. Then if we talk about mangoes, okay, so mangoes are from Ratnagiri. So the place and the product is connected. Then if we talk about apples, it's from Kashmir, okay? The shawls, the Kashmiri shawls and everything. Strawberries have an origin. So every particular thing has an origin with a place. Okay, so similarly, if we talk about these 5 states ka products that we have taken have GI tags on it. Okay, now they will be packed in a box that will be made up of bamboo weave. Even this is natural, everything is sustainable. Okay, we are not causing any harm to the environment while creating this box. So it's a bamboo weave. Then we will have a kalamkari painting on it. Also it will include and ikat pochampali cover that can be used even once the box is dismantled. You're not using the box anymore, still ikat pochampali can be used. Also a fridge magnet is there which has Ganjiva art over it. Usually it is seen in the patte, the playing cards, okay, the Ganjiva art. Also it has a pouch which is made up of Kanjivaram silk, which is very famous in Tamil Nadu. Also Etikopaka dolls from Andhra Pradesh are included. Also there is a bookmark, okay, bookmark, we can use it to keep in between the pages. So there is a bookmark that can be made of screw pine leaves. Can be that is made of these screw pine leaves, and these leaves are also woven together. So all of this is handmade. Everything out of this is done by the artisans of South, the artisans of India. Each and every single thing you can see, it is so deep within our culture. We have so much in our villages, in our culture, in our craft and art, right? Next, just one second. Yeah. Now, this is also inspired by One District, One Scheme. Now, what is exactly One District, One Scheme? I'll explain. So, One District, One Scheme, it is a centrally sponsored scheme. Initially, it was started by one of the northern states, but later on, the central government took it as their own scheme. So, it is a scheme that is shared between the government of India and the states. The government contributes 60% and the states contribute 40%. Okay, it is operationally merged with districts as export hub initiative. What is the aim? Regional development. We want all the districts across the country to regionally develop. Okay, also we select a particular product, we promote it, and we make it a specialization of this district. Okay, this is what a One District, One Scheme is. That you take one particular product from a particular district, you make it famous, you select it, you brand it, you create its identity connected to that district. Now let's talk about the types of arts that was mentioned in the news. So kalamkari, if we talk about, it is a Indian art form. Okay, so generally kalamkari, it is hand painted or it is block printed on cotton textiles. This is what generally kalamkari is. This ancient form, it is known for its very delicate and detailed weaving, and the designs are very in details. And also what do these designs show? They show the depiction of mythological stories, religious epics, motifs from nature, and they are created that using the colors, the dye that is used, even that is natural, that is not synthetic dye, it's a natural color that is used. They are very expensive. If we talk about any cotton textile, if we want to buy it for ourselves which has kalamkari on it, trust me, it is very expensive. Okay, because the artisans are actually taking efforts, doing everything using their hands and using natural colors and everything. And the paintings are also not the paintings but the design that is there are in extreme detail. So they'll either depict Ramayan, Mahabharat, our religious occasions that had happened in the past. So all these situations are depicted in the designs. Now next, if we talk about Pochampali Ikat. Now these strips are, first they are soaked in wax, okay, and then the designs are scratched on it. How are the designs scratched on it? With the help of a pen, a stylus, a sharp one. 10,000 families are there who have to participate in the weaving process. And right now, there are so many people involved in this. The parts of Andhra Pradesh where this goes on, that is known as the Silk City now. Okay. Then the Ganjifa art we saw, even that is there. Now Ganjifa is generally used in play cards. Okay. It's rectangular in shape. Even on a, we get a chess board. If even online, if you see Ganjifa art chess board, when you play chess and when you see the chess board, it is at least for 6,000, 5,000 rupees. Okay. They're very expensive. They're generally rectangular in shape, because why is it expensive? It is, everything is done by hand here. And the designs are also very detailed and intricate designs are there. Now, if we talk about the Etikopaka toys, now they are traditional toys that are made by artisans of Etikopaka village. These toys, they're generally made out of wood, and again the coloring is done with natural colors. Then now, what is a geographical indication? I've already specified that. A product is associated or connected with a specific area. The speciality of that district, the speciality of that area is this product. Okay, just say for example, I gave Nagpur ka oranges, Ratnagiri ka mangoes. So this is how geographical tags are given. Okay, now next we will be talking about like-minded nations must strive for peace and prosperity, says Rajnath Singh. Okay, so if we talk about global south, we are the emerging voice. Like if we talk about India, we have again and again been advocating that we need Asian unity. In Asia, we need prosperity, peace, because this area, this part can literally, if we all come together, we can give tough competition to the West world, right? So India has again and again been advocating for this. Right now also they are saying we need an approach which involves many countries. Okay, we have diverse views, but these diverse views should be got together. A collective approach should be taken. Also, he stated India can today proudly call itself that it has one of the largest defense industrial ecosystem in Asia. Also, if we talk about the country, it is committed that right now we are a lot ahead in defense, and we also want to promote it more. We are saying that we are not only one of the best right now, but even in near future, we are only going to be expanding our capabilities when it comes to defense. And right now, of course, we are one of the best. So it is paramount importance that like-minded countries, we all think alike. So we should come together. We should bring about peace. We should bring about prosperity. Without this, the future generations, they cannot be okay with the economic growth. They cannot take advantage of that. Or even the technology is not going to go ahead. There are no innovations. There are not going to be any innovations in future. This is what Mr. Rajnath Singh had to say. So indirectly, he's just saying that if we all need to come together so that all of us together can go ahead, we can bring about peace, we can bring about happiness in the Asian countries. Now, this is happening ahead of Aero India. Now, what is Aero India? Aero India is a huge event, okay? Now, Aero India 2025, that is going to be held in the next month. That is February 10th to 14th. This is the 15th edition of Aero India. This is Asia's largest, okay, mark my words, Asia's largest. It is an air activity, okay, where all the nations, they come together and they are trying to show their strengths. They are trying to show their technologies, like what kind of defense, what kind of air technologies does each nation have. This is what they do in Aero. Okay. Now, it is an opportunity for nations. There are joint exercises also. There are many countries who decide now that we'll do a joint exercise in this particular event. So, they explore the strengths. They want to see what the tactics are. They want to see the capabilities. Okay. Also, the first 3 days of this event will be business days, and then the last 2 days will be open to public. It includes both. It has air displays as well as it has exhibitions air displays, like all the people who are involved, like the pilots, the people who are involved in Air Force, okay, they have a show. And at the same time, even there are military platforms that have a bit of a role, but this is mainly aerospace, everything that relates to Air Force, okay. Now, Mr. Singh, he will host the Defense Minister Conclave, and the theme, every time now, these editions have theme. So this time, Aero India 2025, it has the theme called Bridge. Okay, now what is Bridge? Building resilience through international defense and global engagement. As again and again, Mr. Rajnath Singh has been saying that we all need to come together. We need to come on a common ground, and we need to strengthen our defense. At the same time, we need to also promote peace. Okay. And what is Aero India? As I said, it is a global aviation. There are many countries who are involved in it, who are showing their air strength. It provides an opportunity for Indian aviation defense industry. We are showing our products, we are showing our technologies, we are showing our solutions. All the countries do that. This show is held every 2 years. And what are the objectives? To provide civil and military aviation sectors across the world, that we need to know about the products. People are getting to know about the new partnerships, which two countries are getting friendly, which two countries are doing a joint exercise, how are the technologies shared between two nations. All of this is seen in Aero India. Also, we need to mark India as a very important power on the map, global map. Next topic for today is forging leadership with India's youth power. Okay, before that, we'll take the fourth topic. Center calls for comprehensive approach to address impact of climate change on agriculture. Okay, so this is a short topic that happened. So there was again a climate change seminar that was organized, and if we talk about the NABARD chairman being there, there were many big people who were present here. So here the government said that we need to talk about how the climate is impacting agriculture and how can we improve all of that. So they are using carbon market incentives. We want to encourage the farmers to adapt climate smart practices. Okay, whatever the farmers are doing, the agriculture, we should be able to balance that with the climatic change. We need an approach which will make sure that each and every citizen of India gets food. It will make sure that each and every farmer will get a livelihood. They will earn their basic money so that he can provide for himself and his family. Mr. Bhutani, he also said that climate change, it has an impact on everyone. Even right now, if you see in Delhi, the climate has changed to such an extent that it is getting worse. It's becoming unbreathable. Okay, so it is affecting everyone. Even if we talk about the crop insurance scheme that is provided by the government, it is covering only 40% of the people, the farmers. We need 100% coverage under this scheme. So if any farmer by any chance he loses his crops, some bad cultivation season happens, he knows that there is an insurance scheme that is backing him up. Okay, so the farmers' suicides will also reduce. So if we talk about NABARD, now what is NABARD? National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. So their chairman, he also said that the main pillars that we need to talk about is number one, green lending. Okay. Number two, we need to provide access to data. Number three, green transformation. I'll explain all of these. And last is resource mobilization. These are the four pillars that are very necessary. If we need to talk about climate change, we need to talk about these four. So number one is green lending. Whichever farmers are using green energy, who are not using synthetic pesticides, fertilizers, let's promote them. Let's give them more money. Okay, let's encourage them by giving them more loans. Then access to data, everybody should have access to data so they know, the farmers know where to reach. The businessman or the middleman, okay, unfortunately, We can't really abolish the middleman immediately, but we are trying to, of course. But everybody knows where to go, if there is any problem, which bank to approach, how to reach this particular region, rural bank. So this data access, information, knowledge should be given to everyone. Next is green transformation. Everyone should be taught, all the farmers should be taught of how you can make your practices greener and environment friendly, better for the environment, so that climate change can be reduced. We shouldn't use chemical fertilizers, pesticides, okay? And last is resource mobilization. Whatever resources the farmers have, they should know how to use it. So like right now in Maharashtra, if we are providing motor, okay, the electric motor to every farmer, they should also be taught of how can he use this in the best way, so that the entire farm can be covered. Okay, this is just for an example. So this is how, these are the 4 pillars if you want agriculture to improve. This is what NABARD chairman said. Okay. Now what is NABARD? If we talk about NABARD, it was mainly done to finance agricultural and rural development. The name itself says agriculture and rural development. It gives money. Okay. It is a credit institution. It is giving money to the entire credit system that is existing in the rural area, the villages. So initially when it started with just 100 CR. Later on we realized, no, NABARD needs a lot of money, because it is giving money to various institutions that are involved in rural area, and these institutions are going to give it to farmers and other people in rural areas. So it needs a lot of money. So it was raised to 1400 CR from RBI funds. Also, if we talk about the management of NABARD, it is managed by a board of director. The CG chooses the board of directors. The CG chooses the chairperson, but these people are chosen on advice of RBI. Why RBI? Because money is involved here. It's a credit giving institution. It gives loans. So wherever money is involved, RBI interferes. Also, the executive committee of NABARD, it is whoever these directors are, okay, the ones who are appointed. For example, these are 5 directors that are appointed. Now, इन्हीं में से 3 directors are taken out and they are held as executive committee. Now, these people will see day-to-day working, if that is going fine. Whatever the tasks are, like daily level tasks, they will be the one who will be seeing it. Okay. Now, the last topic of today, that is forging leadership with India's youth power. A very, very interesting topic. This is especially for everyone who is young out there, who's youth and who wants to bring about a change in our country, who wants to see a new India, wants to make changes. Okay, so this is a very interesting topic that we will be talking about. This is an editorial of the Hindu today. So January 12th, that is tomorrow. Okay, that is going to be generally January 12th is celebrated as National Youth Festival. Why? Because it is the birthday of Swami Vivekananda on January 12th. Okay, so that's why National Youth Festival. Now, if we talk about the Viksit Bharat Young Leaders Dialogue. Now, what is this? Viksit Bharat, matlab developed Bharat, Young Leaders Dialogue. This is nothing but it is launched so that the India's youth, the young people come together to develop the nation. Okay, now how is this done? Time and again, our Prime Minister, he has said that he believes a lot in the youth of this country, the youngsters of this country. And he has many a times mentioned that if India wants to develop, the main central force for this development will be the youth. This is what our Prime Minister has been saying frequently. They also say that this platform, if we talk about this dialogue, the Viksit Bharat Young Leaders Dialogue or this National Youth Festival that is coming up. So this platform, it provides an opportunity for all the young leaders, for all the young people to come together to express their views. They can discuss that what are the challenges that our nation is facing and how are the solutions that could be brought Okay, because this is what our Prime Minister has a thought of process of thought, that if we want India to develop, it will be developed when the youth comes forward, talks about the issues, talks about the solutions, their perspective, their mindsets. Okay. Now, this competition has 4 stages. The first one being a Viksit Bharat quiz. Okay, that quiz is held digitally on My Bharat platform generally. Now, this stage tested a participant's knowledge, that how much he knows about India, like what are the challenges that India has faced, what are the achievements that India has achieved, what according to this person is the vision, like how in future where can we go. Okay, so this is what the first round is. It's a quiz and it is done online on My Bharat platform. It's an online quiz. We can sit at home and we can give this quiz. Okay, so it will ask questions on what do you think about technology development, what do you think about sustainable development, and whoever are the top scorers that are moved on to the second stage. Now, if we talk about what is the second stage, it is essay and blog writing, where we have to talk about how exactly the youth can bring about India's development. Okay, empowering youth for Viksit Bharat. What do we see is India's future and how can we make India's future better? We have to write an essay on that. So first was the quiz, second is the essay. Now, this is actually evaluated on how original the thoughts are, how different the thoughts are. Then the third stage is Viksit Bharat Vision pitch deck. Now, what is pitch deck? It is given at the state level. All the participants who have cleared stage 2, like who have cleared the quiz number 1, number 2, they have cleared the essay round. Now, number 3 is the pitch deck. They will go at the state level and they have to talk about the ideas that they have in their mind so that India can be developed technologically, environmentally, sustainably, economically, in any way. What is their vision for India? What are they seeing, that how will India look after 10 years, 15 years, where will it be? Okay, so they have to talk about it. And the best teams from each state, they are advanced to the final stage, that is Viksit Bharat National Championship. Okay, so once these 3 stages are done, you go to the final stage, that is a national championship. Now, this is held, national health, so it is going to be held in New Delhi. Okay, it is held at the Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi, and it is going to be held on 12th of January. In the finale, whoever teams were selected in the third round, they will come and they will pitch that how visionary is their thought. They will give solutions to the Prime Minister. Now, imagine this. This is such a huge opportunity. It's big that you can actually go on a stage and tell your Prime Minister that what are the challenges our country is facing and what are the solutions that can be brought about. We have that opportunity through this festival. Okay, it's a huge opportunity. If the Prime Minister, if the policy makers, they agree to our vision, they like the way we put up our solutions, they can also use it in their policy making, right? So somewhere we are getting to be a part of the policy. Next, the focus will be mainly on sustainable development, because there is a lot of climate issues that have been happening. So we need sustainable development that will protect the future generations, that will not harm them, that will not harm the current generations, that will take care of the environment. Okay, we need that kind of a development. And if we talk about young people, if you must have seen of late, young people are a lot talking about climate change and how we should be protective of the climate. That is why this theme is taken. Okay, now this festival, it also has workshops, it has seminars, it has various cultural activities that will promote greener, that we need more green development, environmental friendly, inclusive, where every single person, irrespective of caste, creed, gender, race, every single person is involved in the development. Another thing is the unique feature of this time, it's a virtual participation. The first round, it was done online, digitally, correct? Also with digital platforms, because it is done online, so every single person from the corner of the country, the remotest corner of the country, they can also submit their applications. They can also get access to such a festival. Correct? They have to participate in discussions, workshops. There will be debate stuffs that will be going on. Also, it will celebrate our rich cultural heritage, because India of late we have been promoting a lot of culture, because we have such beautiful and old culture that the entire world is appreciating. So we are promoting that through music festivals, dance festivals. We have folk art performances. We have theaters in this youth festival. Next, we have tech and innovation showcases. Matlab tech for Viksit Bharat. Like there will be young people, young leaders who will represent, who will show exhibitions of their technology. That what technology they have developed, which can be used in the development of India. That there are some real problems, in the world. Like if we talk about health, education, agriculture, urban development, these are some real problems. And technologically, if some young people are coming up with a solution, that will be, the exhibition will be about that. Next, the youth and the key decision makers, the policy makers, they will have a direct contact during this festival. Awards will be given to young individuals who have shown exceptional leadership, who are very innovative. Okay, therefore them recognition will be given. And next is MY Bharat, that is Mera Yuva Bharat. That is an autonomous body that talks about sports, that talks about how even sports for youngsters is very important. And this Yuva Bharat, My Yuva Bharat is very much responsible for implementing this youth festival every time. Now, if we talk about overall, or just a view of this editorial, youth is one of the most precious asset that right now India has, correct? So right now when we are talking about Viksit Bharat, we are talking about development. The young people, their ambitions, their wishes, their ideas, all these need to be taken into consideration if we want to transform India, right? Also, the future of India, it's with the youth, it's with y'all, people like you, okay, who are making their careers. The entire future is in our hands. And Mr. Swami Vivekananda had always said, please listen to this line, it's very encouraging. He always said he believed a lot in youngsters and youth energy. So he said, give me 100 believing young men. That's it. He just wants 100 believing young men. I will transform India as the #1 nation in the entire world. This is what Swami Vivekananda had to say. That give me 100 men and I will make India #1. It is that much that he believed in youth. Okay, so that is why this youth festival is celebrated on his birthday, that is 12th of January. Okay, so yes, as youth, we should take responsibilities. As young people, we should take the leadership. And if we want a Viksit Bharat, if we want a developed nation, that is in nobody's hand but our hands. As youngsters, we are the asset of the country. And instead of being a liability, we need to be an asset and make India a better place. Yes. So yes, guys, that's it for the day. I will stop for the day and I will see you all next week. Till then, study well. Thank you so much.